Welcome to Nottstopping Festival. Are you looking forward to today's kite making workshop? Brilliant! All you'll need is 2 thin sticks, colourful carrier bag, sellotape, glue, a marker pen, ruler and scissors. And for the decorations you'll need carrier bag, tissues and stickers. And be creative. Your kite needs to be bold and bright. Just have lots of fun. We look forward to seeing your creations in your windows and online. Just follow the link on this page. So now that you've collected your sticks, whether you've got them from your garden or from a woods or anywhere else or a park, then you can choose which 2 sticks you want to use to make your kites with. So I'm going to choose these 2 brown ones that I've got that are a bit thinner. First things first, I need to mark my stick. I need to measure up 2/3 of the way. So let's count the sections. 1, 2, 3. This would be the bottom of the 3rd section. I'm going to mark it and then cut it. So you may need adult help for this bit, where you'll cut to the stick, and because it won't go all the way through, what you'll find is it'll make just enough of an indent to break it. There we go, there's my shorter. So I'll keep my longer part of my short stick and I'll put it on top into a cross. From here you need to get some sellotape, guys. Put your sellotape over the top. Oh, and it might be a bit tricky, so again you might need to ask an adult for some help. Once you've secured that nice and tightly, make sure you go all the way around each side, make sure it's really secure. And once that's done, it should look like this stick just here. Now we're ready to use our carrier bag. So firstly, you need to choose a carrier bag. Decide which one is the brightest and most colourful and works for you. I'm going to choose the orange one. So first I need to cut the sides of my carrier bag so I can make it as big as I need it to be. Your kite might be bigger than mine, so you're going to want as much carrier bag available. So there's my carrier bag all ready. Now I'm going to lay my sticks on top of my carrier bag, and now I'm going to need to mark it on the corners. 1, 2, 3, 4. Once I've marked it, I can take my sticks away, and now I need to measure. Now if you don't have a ruler like me, you could use a piece of wood or a paintbrush or even the sides of a book, just so that you've got a ruler to draw your neat lines. So mark them from the bottom to the top. So you will make a diamond shape, which will be the shape of your kites. Again, if you do need an adult's help, just ask. Once you've cut out your diamond shape, you're ready to cut out your kite. So again, if you're really good with scissors, then get your scissors out. But if you're not so great and you just need a little bit more practice and help, then just ask another adult. Perfect, now I have my diamond for my kite. I can bring my sticks back and put them on top. Now I am ready to stick sellotape onto the ends of my sticks. Attach my carrier bag to my kite. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. If there's any little tabs hanging off, and just make sure you fold them over. Now that's looking pretty good already. What else could I need for my kite, do you think? Maybe some patterns. Let's see what we have. First you'll need a Pritt stick, and second you'll need some shapes. So here's some more carrier bag that I cut up earlier, and what I'm going to do is make some shapes out of it. So I could cut circle out, and that could go on my kite. So use your Pritt stick on your shape and stick it on. Let's see, here's some more shapes that I made earlier out of other things like tissue paper. But if you have anything else in your house that's lightweight that would be great for making shapes out of, that would be great too. The brighter the better, so the more bright things you can find, the better. You can use carrier bags, you can use tissue paper, you can use so many things that you can find around your home. Now that my kite is all decorated, it's time for me to add a string. So I will turn it over again, and now I need to measure my string. I've chosen green string. First, I need to find the longest stick on my kite. I'll measure my string to be that long, put my finger at the end, and come back again to take my string to the top. And when I get to the top, just there, that's where I want to cut my string. Right. And again, I'm going to measure 2/3 of the way down my kite. So, 1, 2, 3 sections. This is the top of my third section, so I'll draw my line there, and that's where my string will be attached. So my first piece of string is attached just here, where my quarter is. And the other end of my string is attached here, in the middle. Now, if your stick's quite smooth like mine, you may find that your string will move up and down, so it'll be super important that you stick it down. To stick it down, you just wrap it around the stick, being careful not to attach it to the plastic bit of your kite. Give it a good squeeze to make sure it's secure, and once you've done that, that means the point where if you do this, it tilts to one way. If you do it too far the other way, it tilts the other way. We want to find the point where it sits perfectly in the middle, just there for me. And then what I'm going to do is tie a knot around my finger. So I'm going to keep a nice loop there, tie a knot around my finger and pull it out the other way. Again, you might need an adult to help you with this. When you've pulled your knot, you should have a little loop on the end. That's where your string's going to go. Here's another stick I got out of the park earlier. What I'm going to do is just break a little piece off the end to wrap my string around. Here we go. I'm going to wrap my string around that and tie it into a nice knot so that it can't come off. Now I've done that, I'm ready to wind my string around the stick. Now if I want my kite to go super high into the sky, I need to get as much string on there as possible. So really wind that string on as much as you want. The more string, the higher your kite could possibly go. Now I'm ready to cut the string. Again, ask an adult for help if you need it. And then I'm ready to tie it into that loop. So you remember that loop we created? We're going to tie the string into that loop. Now it's attached. The only thing is, I feel like my kite needs something else to make it even more super special. Maybe a tail is what it needs. There's lots of different tails you could make for your kite. So here I have some more tissue paper that I could use, or you could just as easily use the end of a carrier bag. Oh, my kite's already trying to get away. It's too excited. So you can cut your paper, either yourself or again with help from an adult. as many lines as you want, but remember, don't make your paper too heavy, too thick, or it will be too heavy and your kite won't fly so well. Once you've done that, you roll your paper up and then you attach it to the bottom of your kite just there with a piece of sellotape. Or there's another option. If you wanted to do something a little bit different, you could make your tail have ribbons on it. So all you need to do is cut up a piece of carrier bag just like this into a rectangle, and then you get your piece of string, put your piece of carrier bag on top, give it a little pinch, make sure it's in the middle, and then tie your string around. And then what you want to do is move it a little bit further up and do the same thing again here. So again, get another piece of carrier bag, pinch it in the middle, make sure it's in the centre, and again tie it around. Once you're happy with how this looks and you've got enough pieces on, you'll find you may have a tail which is nice and long, just like this one. This one's got lots of colours to it. So once you've done that, you can again attach your tail to the bottom. Now my kite is looking perfect. I bet it will fly amazingly. Let's see.